welcome to a new video. Right, what's going on this week? Right, I'm currently parked outside the hospital. Nothing serious. As I mentioned last week, I think Christina has to have some tests done, blood tests, to find out what's wrong with her. She's ill. So that's what we're doing today. Last week we tried to do it, but it was a 2.5 hour wait. This week I'm off all week. This week I'm going to try and find a new job. So it's going to be a bit of an eventful week for me. It's currently Monday. After Christina's come out of the hospital, I could be waiting here hours. But after she comes out of the hospital, we're going to go to Tesco's to do a weekly shop because we've got no food in the house, and we just realised the other day that we bought 5 takeaways in a row, I think. So long and short of it is we are going to go back on a diet this week. We're both the fattest we've ever been, and it's an absolute disgrace. We're going to get some nice healthy foods and we're going to have a nice healthy lunch. That's basically the situation at the minute. There goes Christina. It's Tuesday night. I'm on my own with the beasts. Christina's gone off to this, I still don't know exactly what it is. Musical, performance, something like that. Produced by the Pet Shop Boys. She's gone off to that with her sister tonight. So I'm on my own. It is Wednesday night. Tonight we have had one of our friends around Jenna for a little chicken casserole. It was lovely. That's basically what's been going on tonight. Nothing major, just having a chilled one with friends, eating some nice food. And that is, that's all that's going on. It's Saturday afternoon. I need to fill you in on one of the most stressful days of mine and Christina's entire life. That was yesterday. So it all starts on Thursday when Christina phones me up. I'm at my mum and dad's. Phones me up to tell me that she's got these tickets for a new show being filmed at Oysters Studios, Borehamwood, called Pants on Fire, that was being hosted by Emma Willis, that did Big Brother. Celebrity guests were supposed to be on there, potentially Jimmy Carr, Mel B from the Spice Girls, and a couple of others. So obviously we've decided to go along. Rather than drive, we decided to get the train there, which consisted of us supposed to be going from Beckenham to changing at Herne Hill, and then Herne Hill straight to Elstree. The entire journey should have taken roughly about an hour. We're coming into Blackfriars and the tannoy comes on. Turns out, apparently, and this was in the paper, there is major overhead cable failures, which has meant people have been trapped in tunnels. In fact, this happened to the train just before us. So if we had got the train before, we would have been stuck in a tunnel and had to walk out of the tunnel in darkness, like what was in the paper. So that's one piece of luck, but the bad part of it is obviously that meant that when we got to Blackfriars, there was absolutely 0 trains coming in or out of Blackfriars. We decided it would be a smart move to walk to Embankment, which we thought was like 5 minutes down the road, turned out to be 25 minutes, and we were drenched in sweat. And then go from Embankment to Edgware. And then when we got to Edgware, get an Uber from Edgware station to Elstree Studios. Right, so we left because of last time. We got to the Parkham ride at 6:02. The last bus to the studios was at 6 o'clock. We've left loads of spare time. It turned out it took us over nearly 2.5 hours to get there. We were supposed to be there at 7. If we weren't there at 7 o'clock, our entry weren't guaranteed. Bit of deja vu. Basically, we got into the Uber at Edgware after 17 stops on the tube, but it was the longest tube journey I've ever done. We got into the Uber and it was getting us there for 7:01. So anyway, we offered him a tip if he got us there quicker, and I think he broke the speed limit a couple of times, but we got there at 7 o'clock on the dot, so we managed to get in. So we were in. So we sat down, we were right at the back, even though Christina had been promised guest list tickets, we were front row, we ended up being back row. That was another issue. You all got tickets, numbers given out. Christina had the number 13. So that just goes to show you what our luck was going to be like. We ended up sitting at the back. We got halfway through the show. Christina wasn't interested in the show because Mel B wasn't there. What? Boring. It was boring. I thought it was quite good. It ended up being, what was that black comedian called? Dane Baptiste and Joe Joe Swash were the guest. What? I didn't beat up his sister, I trod on her foot, I didn't mean to. Anyway, we left at half time, basically. We were both starving, ribs touching, dying of starvation, and we decided to pop into McDonald's and basically try and get home. We got back to Elstree station, still no trains. We then got another Uber back to Edgware, where we found out there was a trespasser on the train tracks, no trains. We then had to get a bus from Edgware to, what was that station called? To Cannon Parks, never even heard of it. Cannon Parks, 14 stops back to Green Park, where we had to change to Victoria to get to Victoria Station, to get the overground from Victoria Station home. Long and short of it, the journey took us 7.5 hours. To sit down in that TV studio for an hour, wasn't it? She's gone quiet. So yeah, that was our second attempt at going to watch a TV programme. At least this time we got in, but it was a disaster. So that was yesterday. We got home, we left the house at 3:45, we got home at gone midnight. So that was that. Anyway, today, Saturday, my friend from work, Jenna, today is her birthday. The plan today, we are going around her house for pre-drinks, and then we're heading back over to Beckenham, where we've got a meal with her and her family and a couple of others just around the corner from us. So that is the plan tonight. If you can't tell, I'm drenched in sweat again because the heat wave has returned. So that's it really. I just thought I'd update you on what's going on because I haven't done a lot of filming, but we've just had disaster after disaster basically. We've made it to Bromley. How's the weather?
You up for me?
Hey! Catao! Party! You? Pre-drinks are done. We're on our way to the restaurant. We're in the restaurant. It's Jenna's birthday. Christina's going to try an oyster.
Cheers!
Oh wow! I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure.
Well?
That tastes like when I was a kid going to Brighton, we used to have seawater.
Seawater? Number 2. She's going for number 2. Do you like? Yeah?
What oyster convert?
Doing an oyster. Cheers. This is. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Let's doing it.
This is ridiculous.
Let's go.
For the YouTubes.
Let's go. Go.
Cheers, cheers.
Right, go on.
Oh, it's dripping at the bottom.
Just do it.
Okay, let's try it. Chew it.
No, why do you need to chew it?
Yeah,
No.
Chew it.
No.
Oh. Tastes like the sea. Literally tastes like
Speak your wine if you don't like it.
Oh, nice. If you didn't hear, it's Jenna's birthday! It's Sunday afternoon and we have decided to come to Crazy Golf. Neve is currently beating me because she is cheating. We're on an 18-hole golf course and it is sweltering. Crack on, Neve. Do you even know what you're doing, Neve? It's got to go up that thing. 4, 5. Put it at the beginning then. No, that'll do. Go on, cheater. Oh my god.
Wait.
Oh my. This is ridiculous. She's actually beating me. I'm getting beaten by an 8-year-old. You join us on the final hole. We are drenched and I've definitely won. Just knock it forward a little bit. 6. No, the other way! The other way! You idiot! You didn't even... Oh, you're such a cheater. Yeah. Complete and utter disaster on that last one. It's Monday night. We're back on the golf course. Christina has challenged me. I'm undefeated so far on this golf course. Played 1, won 1. You love this weather, didn't you? Christina's been cheating worse than Neve. You didn't even... Oh, you're pulling it back. You might beat me here. Your go. Right, hold on, look at what you... Christina, you don't even know what you've got to be doing here. Again. No, you can't just throw it in. You are such a cheater. 7. Go on. Oh my god! See what I mean? Cheating mess. This is probably the hardest hole here. That's got a chance. Oh my god! You are joking me. Right. What are you doing? Right. Hold on, do you even know what you're doing? That's a hole in one. I wasn't even filming it. What's your opinion of the crazy golf here?
Yeah, it was good this short today.
Right, so that's the end of that then, really, isn't it?
Come back in winter.
Do you want to, in the winter? Do you want to go and get an ice cream?
No.
But it's roasting. It's Tuesday afternoon. A couple of things to update you on. A couple of stories, and then I'm going to end this week's video. So, I don't think I've mentioned this at all, but I currently have worst toothache of my life. I can't explain the pain. Oh my god, it's unbearable. At the moment, it comes worse at night, so I'm probably getting about 2 or 3 hours of sleep a night, and it's just unbearable. But I'm too scared to go to the dentist. But I can't carry on living with this pain. What else? Oh yeah, the cat's nearly killed us. Dave, should I say, nearly burnt down the flat. So basically, Christina was washing up, turned the tap off, and then heard a noise coming from the bedroom. Goes in the bedroom, and Dave was playing with the hairdryer that was still switched on at the wall. He turned it on, and the hairdryer itself was underneath a pillow, and the room was like 100 degrees. There was smoke. It smelt of burning. Basically, the carpet has set on fire. Christina got to it just in time before it got worse, or the flames started coming out. But if we weren't in, the flat would have gone up in flames. And Dave was just sitting there watching it. It's just yeah, a bit of a random week really. But I'm just going to end this week's video here. I've just got to do something about this tooth situation. I can't carry on living like this. This is terrible. See you in next week's video.